Last time on Paranormal Artillery.
Locked and loaded.
The story continues.
I know you're a monster.
Hey guys, Clone72 here, and today I have a replay for you featuring the VK100.01P, and it is Don Smith driving it, and this is going to be on the PlayStation 4. We don't get many of these replays, but when we do, they're always a treat. Now this is actually not from the replay system, so that's really nice. So we get to see damage ribbons and spotting ribbons, and we get to see the aim circle, the aim time, and the reload. So it's pretty cool. Thank you for sending this in. I know I've had this for quite a while now. I just have not posted it because I didn't quite. I had a backup of videos. So now we're on to it, and so I'm posting it. And here it is, Don Smith. The credit you deserve. This is a great game, and he shows off the armor of this VK. It's insane. And we get to talk a little bit about it because, frankly, do I think this armor is a little too much? Yes, I kind of do. Its upper plate is resilient to tier 10s, and its lower plate is resilient to pretty much all tier 8s, or most tier 8s at least. Like, I can't go through them with my Motherland and my mediums. It's very medium, tier 8 medium resistant because mediums don't have much pen. And then it's very good at bouncing heavy tanks too at tier 8. So you can imagine if you've got yourself a champion M10, or you're just starting this game and you get to yourself maybe a Cromwell. You're like, oh, I'm going to go get a Cromwell or a Churchill 7, or maybe I'm going to go get an M6. There's nothing you can do to this tank at all. Its cupola is overpowered. You can't penetrate its cupola. Even with premium, you have difficulty. And then its lower plate is, well, also standard, pretty standard round proof, especially against tier 6s and 7s. Even with premium rounds, I can't imagine many 6s or 7s going through this thing from the front. But that's not going to take away the brilliant gameplay by... Oh no, Don Smith. That's his name, correct. Yes, it is, Don Smith. I think he's got a 20 in the name too. Don 20 Smith or Don 12 Smith? Don 20 Smith. And he's in it. And he's going to be showing us how to use the armor very well. Now, he's not fully upgraded because this thing does have a 128mm that does 440 alpha. He's using the 105, however, that does 320 alpha. I'm not sure the penetration. I don't know much about this tank other than it is very difficult to penetrate frontally. I was in my TVP and I was trying to kill one of these things, and all I could see was a turret, so I was going for his cupola, and I penned 1 out of 4 with a tier 10 medium tank. So this thing is pretty powerful. I think the cupola might need a little bit of a nerf, and maybe the lower plate. Oh, big hit by artillery, full penning that guy right there, giving Don quite a bit of assist damage. Now, the damage here isn't going to be huge. I really just want to show off this thing's armor because it is pretty fantastic, guys. It is a brutal tank. He's already, I think, taken a couple hits. None of them penetrated whatsoever. He's not got many tanks on this flank. He does. He's got a lot of tanks behind him, but they're sitting up on the hill sniping, which is kind of interesting. I'm not quite used to PlayStation 4, obviously, but you can tell that their playstyle is slightly different. Now, he overangles his side a little bit. Looks like the side definitely is weaker than the mouse or the mouse shin, which is good, but at the same time, you still really don't need to angle when you're fighting 8s that much. Now, he bounces the second shell that time, of course, because he's angling much better. He's aiming for his cheek like he should. I think he should aim a little more to the left, give him a little more room to hit. Oh, but it does go in anyway, so who am I to say? It looks like it goes straight in. He's loaded the gold rounds. Absolutely right choice fighting a prototype, especially since the prototype has been able to penetrate him. Bounces off that time. Shot looks like it goes maybe in the mantlet there. I think, like I said earlier, he should aim a little bit more to the left, but it doesn't matter. Now this is the Tiger 2. He gets barely away. Now the prototype shows him the side of his turret. That's a much better shot. Easy shot goes in right there. Now I think this Tiger 2, I don't know, maybe he underestimated his reload, doesn't realize he's got the small gun. Rolls insanely low there. What was that, 271 I think? It's a small screen. So it looks like the Tiger 2 did not quite realize he had the smaller gun. I think because he rolled pretty well on the prototype. Now that Stark has 288 millimeters of penetration, and he has no trouble going through his angled side right there. And now he's way over angled, and he gets penetrated again. However, the Stark has 30 millimeters all-around armor, which means the 105 will overmatch from any angle, and he just auto-locks and puts the shell in to finish him off. Tiger 2 comes out and pens him again. Now he's on really, really low health, so I don't know how he's going to get out of this situation, because everybody seems to penetrate him. Just as I was saying, nobody seems to penetrate. Now everybody seems to penetrate. The Tiger 2 is shooting standard as well. Everyone else, though, is shooting heat. It looked like the T95 was shooting heat, and I don't know what that tank is up there. I can't quite see it. Is that an ISU he bounced? Good. That's amazing. That's, what, 286 millimeters of penetration he just blocked? So that's impressive right there. Not much can withstand the might of the BL-10, which got removed from the ISU on PC. It doesn't have the BL-10, but it still has a gun that does 750 alpha and have 260 pen. So, not too much to complain about on PC, because frankly, that's still overkill. That is a lot. Now, at this point in the game, Artie is still alive, and so he's got to be really careful of it. Artie is spotted, however. Will he go down? I'm not sure. Artie has not shot at him yet, but it looks like he's not in position. So he's definitely very wary about artillery. He does finish off the ISU, and now that first artillery unit dies. He is spotted, and he's kind of standing still. I think I would have laid back a little bit more or not stopped moving. But it pays off, so clearly he knows what he's doing. Now, he's got, I think it was an IS-2. Screen is really, 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 really small. IS-2 and IS in front of him. He's also got a Senshi STA-2 down there. I think that's a Senshi. It must be a Senshi. I can't quite tell. But I would imagine it is a Senshi. Now, on PlayStation 4, definitely newer group of people on there. I have played a little bit on there, and the playstyle is a lot less developed, I would say. So it's quite interesting playstyle. People play differently. I'd say they play how we used to play about a year or a year and a half ago on the Xbox, but it does give a lot of room to carry your team, carry the enemies, because of course, like I said, it's not been out as long, so the people haven't been playing as long. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool seeing the different communities. But everybody's great there. It's a really cool place. Now, he's not quite sure what he wants to do here, it looks like, because he is on low health. Artie is still alive. So it looks like he's finally decided he's going to push into town. He does get spotted, and it is a Stark. That is not something you want to see when you have no health left. Now, he's showing a lot of his tank. I kind of would turn to face him unangled, because I don't think he can go through your upper plate, and that rock will hide your lower plate. However, he's doing... This thing does get up to its top speed forwards and backwards actually rather quickly, so it looks like he's trying to juke. And I mean, he's doing well. A couple shots bounced off, and he's still alive. There's the IS. He puts another shell. No, he misses his shell there. Now, he is shooting a bit of APCR, guys, but it's not about the APCR. It's not about the APCR. Everybody's shooting gold at him. He's shooting gold back. It's just how the game works. Now, he's going to roll in. He's got tank on his right. Tanks in front of him. Tanks on his left. But they're mostly all in front of him. And hopefully he can get in here, get a couple more shots in, and hopefully rack up his damage ribbons just a little bit more. Now he switches to AP, and he finally does it now, so something tells me he didn't realize he was still shooting APCR. I can imagine, and I can understand too, because he's kind of been struggling and trying to keep his health up, and that's probably his main focus right now. Shell goes right, unfortunately. The IS bounces off, though. Not much chance the IS has of penetrating him, even with gold rounds, because he only gets 217 with gold. Aims up a second shell, puts it straight into his turret ring, and finishes him off. Also gets the critical hit, so he probably actually killed his turret ring. Who knows there. Artie is still in play, and he is still detected. Not just spotted, but detected, which means a gun was pointing at him, so you have to wonder if Artie was trying to find a shot on him. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think Artie would have a shot, because Artie must be in this back left corner, and there were some buildings in the way. Now he's driving in. Will he be able to get there and get a couple more shots in? I mean, his team is close, but not that close. There is artillery right there, so artillery may have maybe had a loop over, but I doubt it. He's going in for the Stark. The Stark is spotted. He doesn't find the shot. Instead, he goes for the artillery. Autolocks fires, finishes him off. Down goes the Hummel. Now all that's left is this Stark, and that Stark will penetrate him. But he goes down by artillery. Huge artillery support for Mr. Don. Great game there. Let's go take a quick look at the post-game stats. As they load, let's talk about cheese. Alright, it's over. 3,000 regular damage, 3,000 assist, 5,500 damage blocked, and his ace tanker, Steel Wall, Spartan, cool-headed. All of the block damage, epic medals you can get, and he got them all. Now, we don't get to see the post results of the whole team, but that's okay. It looks like he made 1956 base experience points because he doesn't have, well, that's the non-premium. He doesn't have any ops on, so that would be the amount he got there. Anyway, thank you so much to Don for setting this in. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and if you did, please slap that like button, comment, subscribe. If you want to send me your own replays, send them to this link on the screen now, cloneguy72@gmail.com. If you want to join the Discord, link is in the description below. And until then, this is CloneGuy72. Take care, and peace out.